Hi, it's already 9 in the evening and I'm already done filming all the videos I need for this content and I'm about to edit it when I received a call from a no caller ID and I thought it was my friend Princess, so I was like yelling, "Hello, my friend!" And to my surprise, it wasn't her. It was a call from an RCMP officer informing me that she'll stop by at my place and asking me to prepare a valid ID with picture. So at first it didn't sink into me. Why is she checking on me? Did I do something bad? Did I do something wrong? Then I realized it's related to my quarantine. So they just need to check if I am really at my place, doing my part in accordance with the 14-day quarantine rule protocol, if that makes sense. So yeah, they really take it seriously here. If they say you need to be quarantined for 14 days, then you are expected to do so. If not, you're gonna be in trouble, you're gonna be facing fines, penalties, and it's not worth it. So might as well do your part, and anyhow it's for everyone's sake, um, to keep us safe, keep us free from the virus. So yeah, I thought of filming this as a reminder for everyone entering Canada that will be quarantined to make sure we follow all the rules and protocols instructed by the government. Hi, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Welcome back to another video. Finally, I am back in Canada after almost a year of staying in the Philippines due to pandemic, due to lockdown situation back then. Just a quick story. Last year, my mother and I went home to the Philippines, and after 3 weeks of staying or being in the Philippines, boom, lockdown. And the rest was history. Fast forward to present time. Today is February 22nd, 2021. I got back last week, last Saturday. I landed in Vancouver and I had to stay there 16 hours and waited for my next flight to Winnipeg the next day. So basically today is my 7th day of 14-day quarantine, if that makes sense. And so far so good. I have no issues with my health. I didn't develop any symptoms at all. Thank God. And last Tuesday, I went to Brandon Keystone Center for my first swab test appointment or first swab test schedule. And I got the result the next day and it was negative. But I still have another schedule this coming Tuesday. I hope it's still negative. But I will be discussing that further later on. I thought of making this video to help travelers from the Philippines planning to enter Canada anytime soon. So I hope this video will help them. These are the things they need to consider, they need to accomplish first before their departure, before boarding their flight. And also these are the things they will be expecting upon their arrival in Canada. First, anyone flying to Canada is required to provide a negative RT-PCR test result conducted or taken 72 hours before your scheduled departure time. Take note, it has to be an RT-PCR test and not any kind of testing such as antigen or whatever kind of testing. It needs to be an RT-PCR test or else it will not be valid. You also need to take note of the validity time. It needs to be within the 72 hours. If you pass the validity time, if you exceed the 72 hours validity time, there is a big chance or possibility that you will be denied or you will be refused boarding your flight. And if you are a PAL passenger and looking for a testing facility where you want your COVID-19 test done or RT-PCR test done, PAL offers RT-PCR test. One moment. Sorry, I just need to take that call. So, as I was saying, if you are a PAL passenger and looking for a testing facility where you want your... Hello? Hello? Sorry, ang daming interruption. But yeah, as I was saying again, if you are a PAL passenger and you are from Manila and you're looking for a testing facility where you want your RT-PCR test done, PAL offers RT-PCR test for only 3,300 and the result will be available in 24 hours. Sorry, in 24 hours. And I will just put the link below where you can book a schedule or book an appointment. You just need to present, I think, your passport and your flight details. Next is, but if you're not from Manila, it's fine. In the Philippines naman, napakarami ng, throughout Philippines, napakaraming mga testing facilities. Can be hospitals, clinics, laboratories that offer RT-PCR test. So, it's up to you where do you want to go for testing. You just need to make sure that it is a DOH accredited. And for you to confirm or verify if it's DOH accredited, I will also put the link below. But I suggest na dun ka na lang magpatest sa nearest sa'yo para hindi na hassle. And dun sa alam mong sure ka na marirelease nila agad yung result na para hindi ka mabitin sa flight schedule mo. Then next is you need to download Trace app. Anyone flying in and out any Philippine airports needs to download this contact tracing application. Next is download ArriveCan app. This is an application here in Canada where you will use to submit all the information needed for your quarantine plans. So you need to answer it or you need to download it. You need to submit all those informations before your arrival in Canada. And once you're done answering all the questions in that application, it will generate a code, and that code will be needed at the airport before boarding your flight. So you can have a printed copy of that code or you can just screenshot it on your phone. Either way will do. I forgot to mention about the health declaration registration form for PAL passengers. It needs to be answered online as early as 5 days before flight. A QR code will be sent to your email and it can be printed or a digital copy will do. Then next, as I've said earlier, I got here in Canada last week. And these new travel measures here in Canada got implemented today, February 22nd, 2021. So I was very thankful. I saved a lot of money, a lot of stress na hindi ko inabot to. If not, hindi ko alam saan kukunin yung 2,000 Canadian dollars for payment. But yun na nga. Today, ang dami namang calls. Wait lang. Sorry, ang daming interruption. So, starting today, February 22nd, all international travelers entering Canada must be tested upon arrival at the airport, and they need to pre-book a government-authorized hotel for 3 days at their own expense. Pre-book meaning this needs to be done before your departure in the Philippines, before you arrive in Canada, as part of your quarantine plans. And the estimate payment for this is 2,000 Canadian dollars. Yes, 2,000 Canadian dollars. That's a lot of money. But that include cost for the hotel room, your accommodation while waiting for the result, and your food. Since you're not allowed to go outside, they will provide you the food, will be delivered to your room. Cleaning, sanitation, babayaran mo din yun. Security, what else? Transportation, that's included already. So, once you get a negative result, you are good to go. You can continue your 14-day quarantine at your place, at home. But if you tested positive, hopefully not, you will be transferred or relocated to a quarantine facility. And again, you need to pay for the expenses as well, all the expenses. So sana hindi, sana negative. I will also put the link below for the list of government authorized hotels where you can book your mandatory hotel stopover or quarantine. If your point of entry is in Vancouver, I think one of the government authorized hotel is Fairmont, Radisson, and there's one more. Ayun, basta i-check nyo na lang dun sa link na ilalagay ko sa description. Pero yung mga hotel na yun may kamahalan. So, no wonder it's 2,000 Canadian dollars. You're like me, that Vancouver is only my point of entry to Canada and still need to fly to a different province, different city. You also need to check the rules and protocols of your province. I cannot speak for other provinces. I didn't get the chance to review or check them. But for Manitoba, all international travelers must be tested immediately upon arrival. You just need to call the Health Links hotline and book your appointment. That's what I did last Tuesday for my first COVID-19 test. And I got the result the next day and it was negative. You just need your Manitoba health card. Make sure you have it with you during your appointment or during your COVID-19 schedule. Then, regardless if your first swab test result was negative and you are still asymptomatic or didn't develop any symptoms, retesting or another set of COVID-19 tests is advised. They just want to make sure that you are really free from virus. Anyhow, it's free. You just need to present your Manitoba health card. So, all throughout your 14-day quarantine, you will need to check in daily to your ArriveCan app. They will be sending you emails, notifications, so you don't have any reason to miss it. So that's what I'm about to do now. Oops, shoots. Okay, so it says here, you are in day 8 of your quarantine. Day 8 upon my arrival in Vancouver, but day 7 upon my entry here in Manitoba. So complete your daily check-in. You are asked to report your signs and symptoms during your 14-day quarantine or isolation period. Are you or any of the travelers listed on this form experiencing any of the following symptoms? Symptoms are defined as fever and cough, fever and difficulty breathing. My name? Yes, no. So no. Okay, so thank you for completing your check-in and for helping limit the spread of your COVID-19. And you just need to click done and you're good. So this is how the 14-day quarantine works. It will start from the day you arrive. So in my case, I arrived in Manitoba last Sunday. So today is my 7th day of quarantine. And before my arrival, I already asked my boyfriend to stock up for me. He already bought foods, drinks, and pa ba? Everything that I need to survive my quarantine period. And since I am not allowed to go outside, not unless I need to seek medical treatment, it's for an emergency purposes, or I need to take COVID-19 test, which I did last Tuesday. I went outside but to get my COVID-19 test, and then after that I went home straight, no stopover. Then you are not allowed to accept any guest. In my case, I live alone in my apartment, so I don't need to worry about anyone. But if you're living with a family member, it's advisable to have a separate bedroom. And if you need to access or you need to go to common areas such as kitchen, it's better or advisable to wear mask and keep distance. And then what else? You will also expect random calls from a quarantine officer or screening officer. They will be monitoring you if you are following the 14-day quarantine or not. I received a call last Monday from a quarantine officer asking if I arrive at my quarantine place, if I'm going outside, if I'm accepting guests, if I develop symptoms, stuff like that. So you just need to follow your 14-day quarantine. If not, then you're gonna be in trouble. So might as well follow the rules, protocols instructed by the government. Anyhow, this is for our own good. And I think that's it for watching. I hope this video helps those travelers entering Canada soon. Safe travels, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!